Singer Irma will perform the national anthem before the All-State Sugar Bowl at the Superdome. She is widely known as the Soul Queen of New Orleans. Her rendition of the anthem will serve as part of the Sugar Bowl's ongoing recognition of the area's teachers. A massive flag will be unfurled on the field by local educators during the performance. That game kicks off at 7 p.m. January 1st.